Halloween, the only time of year where you get to dress up as your favourite horror-themed character and run around all night stealing candy from random people's doorsteps and flipping off the camera. Going up and down the streets, feeling the cool air on my face as I run, being sure to keep in the shadows as if there's actually someone chasing me, is amazing. The thought that soon winter will be here and finally you'll get to see snow again. Except no, I lied. That never happens, and it will never happen, because I live in the southern hemisphere, and in case you don't know, that means that the seasons are flipped down here. But for some reason, the season's holidays aren't flipped too accordingly. So we're having Halloween in the height of spring. And at this point, it's so late in spring that you're not quite having those temperatures of the Sahara Desert anymore, you know, deathly hot during the day and deathly cold during the night. At this point, it's only just above lukewarm during the night. And it probably doesn't help that the temperature always hits its peak just as we're about to leave school.
But again, this is spring, so the sun is starting to rise more later in the evening, so you're collecting all of your snacks and lollies and stuff while the sun is still out.
And it's not like it's just like half an hour from setting. No. It's to the point where the clouds aren't red or even pink. They're yellow, as piss yellow as Mountain Dew when you take it out of the bottle. Because I've been interviewing some people and they've all said that Halloween usually starts at 6. But where I live, it starts at like 4:45. And then within the hour, there are so many people queuing up to run around and get Halloween candy that the bitumen is too much. People are exploding out onto the road and the cars are stopping for them, so it's almost as if cars aren't there, so you can just run up and down the street across it and there won't be any risks. That's why I will never understand parents who don't let their kids go trick-or-treating all by themselves. I mean, I would get it if it's like a 6-year-old, but not if it's like a 12-year-old. Like, come on. Can you imagine how embarrassing it would be going trick-or-treating and your mum's just walking behind you? Do they think I'm gonna be kidnapped? Because I'm not. It's still basically broad daylight until 7. And at peak hour, there's as much as 80 kids on either side of the street. You really think all those people are just gonna stand there and watch people get abducted? Keep in mind, this is like 2 hours before the sun actually goes down. I mean, it's such a large crowd. I mean, surely one of them, at least one of them, is gonna try put a stop to it. When you go talk to them, they say you're not responsible and you don't have street smarts. This is just candy, it's not meth. And where do you think we live? Chicago? New York? Detroit? This is absolutely terrible. And the costumes too, they are the worst. Because in case you don't know, really lukewarm weather is no weather to be wearing full decked out triple layer sweaters and stuff. So instead of showing up in a freaking plague doctor outfit, full billowing cape, sickle and beak and all, the best we could do is probably show up with a marshmallow head on, but nothing else, just some shorts and a t-shirt. You honestly expect me to be scared of that? 1930s people knew how to make a good Halloween mask.
If you look at vintage Halloween costumes, they were all homemade and each was made to scare the living daylights out of people. Hell no. I don't know why this one's scary, but I'm not sleeping tonight.
Someone please move Halloween to April, because you have no idea what you've been missing out on. Going outside and it's kind of cold, so you dress really warm. So you gotta dress in style with like a hoodie with a cap under it and maybe just some simple red pants underneath with, I don't know, like a marshmallow mask. But no one can afford one of those, so instead you get a brown paper bag and draw a marshmallow face on it. And it's cold enough so that when you go outside, you're wearing so many layers that you could probably just lay down right there and be knocked out cold. But admittedly, we have it much better over here because I heard in the East Coast they don't even celebrate Halloween. Now, I'm a bit confused about what to think about this. On one hand,
No, how are kids supposed to get their free candy without getting kidnapped?
but on the other hand, you see these people actually understand why Halloween exists. Via a simple Google search, it will tell you all this stuff, which basically just says it's meant to take place in autumn. But then again, just move Halloween to autumn. You don't need to just cancel it altogether. I wonder if Halloween even existed over there to begin with, or did people just decide not to start doing it one day? But that's an even bigger question. How did we go from this to getting candy from strangers? Well, again, via a simple Google search, it says that it was a huge festival to celebrate the end of a harvest season. Wow, people really did hate summer back then, which I fully support it. Watch this video if you want to know why. Wait, a festival? Do you know what festivals are like? They're loud and crazy and full of people just doing karaoke in public. It's fine if it's in a small town which hasn't been exposed to brain war yet. But imagine if a huge city did that. Can you imagine all the sounds? Maybe it's kind of merciful that we switched to getting candy from strangers. Halloween candy was pretty good too, don't get it twisted. I mean, Skittles, lollipops, and anything with even an ounce of chocolate in them would always be hitting the best. And then those little lollipops that dissolve in your mouth as soon as you put them in. Candy necklaces. I thought that they were just candy necklaces because why not? But no, people actually wear this and eat it in the middle of class. Remember sometimes we had so much candy on Halloween that we traded our candies with each other because we wanted better.
But of course, there's bound to be some weird candies, like that one candy, I forgot what it is, but it's in like an orange and blue packet, and it kind of looks like butterscotch, but it's in like the shape of like a fruit chew. And those things called Smarties, which no, they're not just a knockoff of Nerds. They're those little things that come in the packet that you can pretend to smoke with. I don't know why, but that's probably the only benefit of them.
But something even weirder is Halloween on the weekend. The whole idea of this is weird to me because with normal Halloween, you set up your sick fire outfit you're gonna wear and then go right off to school. And it just adds so much build up as you go home and you put on your outfit and you're just bubbling with excitement the whole time.
But on the weekends, there's not really much to do while you're waiting to go trick-or-treating. You're just spending the whole day waiting. And it just builds so much more suspense. Going to school and just bubbling with excitement thinking about Halloween is just one of the core parts of it, and without it, I don't know, it's weird. I'm gonna give it a weird.
But on a slightly better note, there are the Halloween costumes. Again, this is specifically the side where people say, it's never too old to trick-or-treat, and they are completely right. And a lot of people like Scribble Juice like to argue against this. Fine, then we'll just not dress up as anything. Because being an adult is scarier than any mask you could ever possibly do. I doubt even the big kids would be scared of a 6'7" guy coming right towards them. You're about to have the easiest Halloween costume of all time. I mean, look at how much this girl's loving it.
I've always wondered why the llama...
Chica. Hola.
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 You can see me? You can see me?
But you know what the best thing about Halloween is? When you're going trick-or-treating while it's raining. Okay, it may seem like you're just going trick-or-treating while it's raining would be the most terrible thing imaginable, but
what are you doing just sitting there like a confused penguin acting like the umbrella hasn't been existed yet, go get one. All you need is a flashlight and some Ugg boots and you're good to go. And it's even better because no one will be as smart as you or me and go outside because they think it's a lost cause. So you're about to get all the Halloween candy you'll ever get in your life. It's foolproof. You know what else is foolproof? That subscribe button, so go click it. Goodbye.